Hey everybody, so what's going on now is it was starting to get dark. Joey had left Rodeo and I and went off after the buffalo. We made our way back to where the Argo and Quad were. Started to get dark. Hadn't heard from Joey. Started suspecting that maybe he was a little turned around. So we were starting to make plans. We cut a bunch of firewood and everything. Made a big fire. We were going to go back and get the GSAR tent, set up a base camp, and go looking for him. And then we heard Joey yell, and he made a shot with a gun. So we retrieved him, got him back to where our little base camp was, and put some warm clothes on him, dry clothes, got a little water, a little food in us. And he says, "So what are we going to do about this buffalo?" So now what we're doing is we're actually hiking in the dark with a chainsaw and a quad, cutting a path in, and then once we get to the buffalo, we'll reassess at that point what we're going to do, whether we're just going to ping it and come back retrieve in the morning, or whether we're going to start working on it tonight. But we're on our way getting there. Nice and cold. It's probably minus 10 to minus 15. We got good cold weather gear, so it's not too bad. I've been at it for 45 minutes to an hour in full tracker mode. Going through the bush, following the trail to get back where Joey got this buffalo. It's a long way back. As you can see, we're following buffalo trail here. Nighttime with the headlamps, and most of it is through some nice thick brush. We're in full tracker mode right now, heading out there. Actually, it's even though it's probably minus 10 out right now, it's quite pleasant. You keep moving. As long as you don't have too many layers on you, you're staying fairly warm. Anyway, check in a bit. This is how you skin a buffalo 15 below. Some men do it.
Keep their coats clean.
Keep their coat clean. You get naked. Skin your buffalo. So caping and quartering a buffalo. Getting the cape all in one piece as well. It's a challenge, definitely. Just about got her whooped though. Actually went a lot smoother than I thought it would go. Yeah, so a couple experienced skinners helps. So before we get too far along here, Joey, yep, let's tag our buffalo here, buddy. So in the territory, we use what's called a car seal. Has the serial number of the tag as well as what type of tag it is. It says Northwest Territory Bison 1819 7163. Goes through that tendon, and that has to stay with the meat. Yeah, a lot of moving parts. So
there we go. I see what it does.
There we go. All right, tagged animal, buddy. Nice. We're gonna get this thing out. Basically all of it. We're even going to get the carcass out of here, hide intact with head. We're getting really close. We got basically all we got left is tenderloins and back strap, and finish caping the upper end and pull off the head. And then we're loaded up and ready to go. Maybe warm up next to the fire over there real quick. Good job, Rodeo. Thanks for all the help. We got everything, all the meat and stuff loaded up in the trailer there, Argo trailer. We're getting ready to fold up the cape and the head and get it in there, and we're going to load up and get out of here while we still have a little bit of light. Right, Joe? Nice. We got some peppers, red Fresno peppers, and some grouse on the cook here for dinner. And to eat this, I've got one guy in bed, another guy in bed snoring, and I guess it's all for me. Hey everybody, something that kind of gets overlooked quite often that I think is actually really, really important is, so when we came here for this buffalo hunt, we're using an ENR cabin. ENR is Environment Natural Resources. It's like Fish and Wildlife and other places. So when we came up here, I called them up and asked permission. Now these are open to the public. They're basically survival cabins and they're open to the public, but I think it's just a good idea just to ask them, let them know that you're actually out there and to make sure that they're okay with it. But one of the really important things when you use these cabins, they're actually pretty good, is making sure that it's ready for the next person that comes along. Because they might not be in the same circumstances you are. We came here prepared. We had food. We had, you know, a lot of things that we could have survived a long time. We had a big tent and everything. But some of these people are coming back here. They're weary. They're cold. They're wet. You know what? They're hungry. There's a lot of things that determine why they're here. So making sure that it's stocked. So here's a couple things that we did, I think, that are really important to make sure that if you're ever using one of these cabins, you leave it better than you showed up. So what we did is we made sure, we're still moving out, but we're making sure that it's nice and clean and tidy. A couple of things, stocked up the wood, okay? So we got over here, we got some kindling, we got some cardboard. I'm going to leave some paper towels, not just for cleanliness, but to leave some paper towels for fire starter. Got some bigger logs, some medium logs, so that they can start a fire right away. I am going to leave some paper towels. They can use it for whatever they want, but it also helps start those fires really quick. We made sure that there's matches. There's lots of matches to be able to start up a fire. There's also some food. Got the meal ready to eat. Military style meals, dehydrated. You got to melt some snow to get some water, but those are good to go. While you're warming up, you can be preparing that. Another thing, we got a whole drawer full of extra parts of the MRE. Something Joey left, a couple industrial paper towels, a couple big jugs of Mountain House, right? Those are the dehydrated meals, good calories, good protein in them. Help somebody actually get along real well. You got to think about what the, another thing, when we got here, the place was frozen, and there was a couple cans of soda that were burst and everywhere. So when you're leaving things, make sure that, you know, it's not going to be there so long that it's going to cause more of a mess after you leave, such as freezing and things like that. Made everything kind of sticky. We got it all cleaned up. But it is important that these things are done and ready, because the person that's showing up here may not be in the best of shape. They've only got enough energy to get that fire going. Once the fire's going, yeah, then they're starting to get better. Get melting some water, get some food in them, and actually survive. That's what it's about.